Surrender yourself to the enemy. You fought the good fight and paid with your lives to die among your people or to run away. Accept your fate and live to fight another. Surrender yourself, oh, surrender yourself. You've got to go. Won't be the sound you will never forget. You've got to go. A subtle song that is stuck in your head. You've got to go. Commit this to memory this time. What are you thinking now? I can pull the words right from your mouth. Just listen, no need to speak. Hold on to what you have left. The telling weightless now. You ripped yourself right from my back. The telling freedom now. It's time to show my teeth. Foreigners, scholars, house. The space that you were raised in. The telling weightless now. The telling weightless now. It wasn't me who hurt you. Go on and face the truth. The subtle happiness you tasted. Was it worth the life you wasted? I told you. I won't imitate your father. That's the fear inside of you. If you won't let it go, there's nothing I can do. Can you see the damage that's been done? Buying just for fun, I'm staring down the barrel of your loaded gun. Stay away from me! You already have my head. Stay away from me! Ruin someone else's life instead.
Hello and welcome everybody to the WSR Porsche SuperCup. We are back on track. We are in Croatia. And this is the place to be tonight, or today, or this morning, because everybody has a different time zone in this starting grid. Yes, this is what we're gonna do today. We do two races, the feature race and the sprint race. And we have a little bit of delay, 5 minutes delayed. So, what are we doing now? We will show you the trailer. The trailer of the WSR Porsche SuperCup. Let's go. Back on track, hello again. And this is what it looks like in the warm-up. Bjorasen is the fastest on track. The fastest lap in this warm-up comes from Hudka. 1:36.7. So this is going to be quite fast. The dangerous chicane ahead. This is where we will see the most interesting action on track in the death chicane. So while we are a little bit delayed, we can take a look on the championship. Mr. Krabs is leading the championship. 70 points on the board for him. Right behind him we have Pro RSF, Gummy, Bjorasen. MP, Midnight Crew, Bad, As You Wish and Klusman are following on the places 5, 6, 7 and 8. And this is the second half of the championship. Supreme New York, Crabster, Hudka, Nick, Tactical Alpha, GPL Sport, Alpha Pino and the substitute Metcalf. This is what it looks like, and this is what we want to see. Nice camera. Onto the main straight and to the pits. Let's wait for the start of the qualifying. 10 minutes qualifying, 30 minutes race, and after it the sprint race with reverse grid. Krabster has gone faster, 1:36.180. This is the fastest lap in the warm-up. Let's see what we can get in the qualifying, if they can stick to this lap times or if they can get a little bit faster or somebody else is going to the top of the grid. We have 14 drivers on the track. So we are almost with a full lineup that has come to Croatia to race on Dragon Trail Coast. We are still waiting for the kickoff, for the start of the qualifying. Let's hope we can get there soon, because we want to see some action, we want to see some racing. With all these beautiful racing cars, with all these beautiful Porsche GT3 cars. Some people going on the medium tires, some people on the soft tires. We will see what will be better, because it's a 30-minute race and you can have some tactical benefits if you can stay with one set of tires. But the other way around, if you are on the soft tires, you can go faster lap times and can open up the gap, and stay in front after the pits. So these are the pro and cons for the different strategies. The chicane will be the most stressful part of this track, and this will be the place where we will see crashes. I can guarantee you that. We will see at least one car who will get hooked up in the chicane and end up in the wall. Let's hope for a clean race without any accidents, without any collisions, but it's more likely to have an accident in the chicane. Okay, so here we go. We are starting with the qualifying 10 minutes, and then we will go straight to the feature race. First one to go out and take the Porsche for a spin is As You Wish. From the United States, with a flaming hot livery on it. The number one on the car. Let's see if he can achieve the number one in the starting grid. He chose the soft tires for the qualifying to get as much cornering speed as he can. And this is the first time into the chicane in competition tonight. Oh, that was close to the wall. But he managed to stay off it. So the outlap is done, and now we go into the first lap that will count. Let's see what we have here. What times can we achieve and what will be the fastest one? Nick is going to the pits for the first time. He might have an issue. Oh, I think he's changing the tires. He wants to start on the medium tires, and now he's going to the soft tires. Yeah, absolutely. This is what you have to do if you want to start on the medium tires in the race, but you want to qualify on the soft tires. You have to go to the pits after the first lap and change them. So I think everybody is now on the first lap except for the people who changed their tires. So As You Wish will be the first one to provide any times. After him there is Crabster and Hoodka. So the US Americans are... Oh, there is it! As You Wish hits the wall and damages his front axle. So when this happened, he too close on the tip. He was tipped back to the wall, and now there's a damage. Crabster, so the first one to set a time, it's the 1:36. Hoodcar 1:36.6. MP 1:37.150, and then they come. Alpha Pinu, Gummy, GPL Sport, Alpha Pinu 1:38, Gummy 36, GPL Sport 36, Burazen 37.151. Klusman 37.8. Nick was on his outlap. He is ready to go now for a timed lap. Mr. Krabs in the pits. Might have had a damage. Bad on his outlap. Tactic Alpha is the next one who will set a lap time. Tactic Alpha from Malaysia 1:38.0. He's driving this race, and after it he will be going straight to school. I think that's what he said the last time. So it's early in the morning in the other end of the world. On Alpha Pinu, the next one to collide in the chicane. And he sets back to the pits, so he was with a broken axle, with a front axle as well. So this happens way too often in the qualifying. GPL Sport is on P4 now. He set a new time and gets straight back to the pits. And Nick has set a time. It's a 1:37.486, so it's the 7th place for the Italian one. So after a little bit more than halfway through the qualifying, we have Crabster on pole position. Hoodka is on 2nd place, Gummy on 3rd. US American dominance on the places 1, 2 and 3. Buongiorno Falco. Come va? GPL Sport is on 4th place. MP is on P5. Burazen P6. That's a good question. I don't see him. There he is. He was very, very late on track. Maybe he was a little bit sleepy after this weekend, after 24-hour race on Spa. Now he's on track. He's on P7 with a 1:37.455. Bene, bene, Falco. Grazie. Okay, 2 minutes and 40 left in this qualifying. Klusman, 1:37.8. He is on P11 now. Mr. Krabs on P5. And P6, Burazen 7, Pro RSF on P8. Nick on 9, As You Wish on P10. Klusman, 11th place. Tactic Alpha P12. Alpha Pinu on 13th. Supreme New York 14. And Bad on 15. So now we have a full grid. Very nice. We have a full grid of 15 drivers. And this is going to be exciting. This will be an intense 2 races. I'm absolutely sure. The one who won't make a mistake in the chicane will be the fastest. Oh, maybe refresh it. Maybe that will help. Okay, Krebser is still in front. He is still with the fastest time. The 1:36.272 is the fastest lap in the grid. Mr. Krabs is on P4 with a 1:36.880. And less than a minute to go. Is there anybody who can push Krebser off of the pole position? Mr. Krabs, he could be the one. He's leading in the championship and he might have the pace to get himself on pole position. Tactic Alpha with a new time, a new qualifying time, the 1:37.7. He is on P10 now. And the time is running out. MP is on the final lap. This is his last chance to climb up the ladder, to go further way up in the grid. Is he going to make it 1:37? No, he's not. Alfa Pino, yes, he can be a little bit faster, but the other ones won't be any faster. Mr. Krabs, no, he cannot get onto the pole position. Hudka and Supreme New York set a new time. He is on P30 now. Pro RSF with another improvement. He is on P8. Klusman, P10, and Bjorasen climbs up to P6. So this is the grid. We have 2 drivers still able. No, I think Tactic Alpha won't be able to get a little bit faster, and As You Wish is on his outlap, so he won't be setting a time again. So this is the starting group. We have Krabster on P1, pole position, Hudka on 2, Gummy on 3. He just pushed Mr. Krabs off P3. So 1, 2, 3 in US American territory. Mr. Krabs on 4, GPL Sport 5, Bjorasen on 6th, Midnight Crew MP on 7, Pro RSF 8, Nick 9, Klusman 10, and so on. So we will be in the first race of the evening. The feature race, 30 minutes to go. The Porsche SuperCup is on its way. Krabster in front and Hudka on P2, and lights are on and off they go. Very, very good start from Hudka. He was just rushing off of the braking pedal and pushing the pedal to the metal and is in front. Very, very nice start from Hudka. He is going into the first chicane with the pole position. Oh, and there is some collisions in the midfield, but everybody stays on track, so no further accidents. Hudka, what a start. He is right up on P1, Krabster on P2, GPL Sport. He is very lucky and gets on P3, Gummy back to P7. He lost a lot at the start and has to roll up the field, the starting grid from P7 now. So first lap we have the first 3 that can open up a gap a little bit. But we are going to the chicane. The first time through the chicane in the racing trim. Dirty air is a... Oh, what was that? Hudka bouncing off. Oh, and now he is in the way of Alfa Pino. He was right behind him when he returned to the track, and now his car is damaged as well. Wow, that was intense, and this is the full course caution that we have now. It's the virtual safety car. Everybody stays on their position. Oh, and Hudka stays out. Alfa Pino is in the pits and Hudka stays out. I think that was a poor decision. Let's see what the race will make out of it. Alright, Alfa Pino is out of the pits. He has his damage fixed, and yeah, this is I don't think that this is a screen problem. I think Hudka's car is badly damaged and he has to go to the pits immediately. Alfa Pino is so I'm not sure what is happening. Why did Hudka stay out? Because his car is badly damaged and he has to go to the pits. And now he is going to the pits and we are back in racing mode. And this is what Crafter don't want to have. He had a little bit of gap, and this is exactly why the safety car is so important for slower drivers. Okay, so we go back to the virtual safety car because of Hudka. Now he was in the pits and his car is fixed. And we will wait for another restart. Usually it is after this sector because Hudka will be able to close the gap. So here we are, and I think we will. Yes, we will. This is the next timing line, and this is where Crafter can push the pedal to the metal again. And here we go through the chicane as well. Everybody needs to be careful. Another incident back there, and this is another damage. Tactic Alpha with another damaged car, and this is what happened here. He bounced off of the barrier and hits the next one very hard, and he goes to the pits, and I think this will be another safety car, or isn't it? No, we are right back. Oh, we are still in racing mode. Crabster, Mr. Krabs, and MP are the first three, and these guys can open up a gap to GPS Sport. Purasen, Gummy, and ProSF. Behind there, Klusman on P8, Supreme New York 9, As You Wish. And Hudka is trying to attack. He's right on the inside, takes a look in the inside, and he can make it happen. So now they're door handle to door handle, and they go straight to the next chicane, but Hudka is past him. Hudka is on P10, and now everybody comes through the chicane without any problems. Yeah, Alphabets, you're absolutely right. Only if there is a major damage on the engine. This is a very hard fighting group here in the backfield. We have Hudka, Supreme New York, As You Wish, Alpha Pino, and Nick, who fight for position. Oh, Supreme New York tries to go around on the outside. Now he's on the inside and he can go past As You Wish, but will he pull Alpha Pino with him? They are straight 3 wide, and now Supreme New York is on P10. As You Wish cannot answer this attack, and now Alpha Pino can go around him and is on P30. Nice fights in the feature race. And Crabster can open up another gap. Mr. Krabs on P2, MP on 3. Purasen, Gummy, and GPS Sport are on the places 4, 5, and 6, and ProSF on 7 is right behind them. This small group comes through the chicane without any major problems. Hudka with a little slip. Alpha Pino with a light damage. He tips the wall and breaks his front left axle a little bit. So you have to give up the position. As You Wish and Nick can go past him. Bad and Tactic Alpha way back behind. And Gummy, oh, that was some late braking. Gummy with an intense drift into the first chicane after the finish straight, and now he has to keep an eye in the rear mirror then, because ProSF and GPS Sport are right on his toe and just want to, yeah, the flashing lights, they want to make him do a little mistake and slip through and get a grip on the front positions. But Gummy's fast as well, and he's not going to be nervous because of the flashing lights. And there is the attack. ProSF limps to the inside. Door handle to door handle, they're straight next to each other, and ProSF with a little bit more exit speed, and he is past him. He's on to P5, and now the chicane. No, and Gummy. That was close. That was very, very close, but he can manage to hold on and keep his Porsche on the track. GPS board there with the damage on the left side. Left front is damaged, but he stays out. He won't lose too much time so that he has to go to the pits. Hudka onto P8. Climbs up the grid again because he had the major damage in lap 1. Klusman on P9 is sticking on his rear bumper. Doesn't let go. What is going on in the front? Crabster is with 1.5 seconds away from Mr. Krabs. Then there's 2.5 seconds to MP and Bjorazen. He is flying right now. He is flying and closing the gap to MP very, very fast. 1:37.4 the last lap from Bjorazen, and you can literally see how much faster he is than MP right now. Very, very careful through this chicane, won't get any damage here. And now Bjorazen is on the inside. He can under braking. No, he won't. Buonasera, Dewa. Bjorazen weren't able to get past MP, but he's now in the slipstream. He can make his way up in the grid. He's going on the outside. This is the inside for the first chicane, and Bjorazen can be making a move under braking, and he did. Bjorazen, top 3. Moves a spot up in the grid. He is now on P3, MP on P4, but can he answer that? Is he able to answer this attack from Bjorazen? It looks like Bjorazen can open up again. Gummy won't let go of Pro RSF. He is right behind him in the slipstream. Maybe he can make a move. He's trying to. He shows himself in the mirror, trying to get a little bit nervous. Get Pro RSF a little bit nervous, but it doesn't work. He is concentrated and doesn't make a mistake right now. And in the chicane, oh, light touch of the wall, Gummy, but he's not having any damage from that. Hudka on P7. And Gummy is in the slipstream. Onto the main straight, and he is right on the rear end from Pro RSF. A little bit of pump drafting here. They want to work together to close the gap to Bjorazen and MP in front. And we are halfway through the feature race. Oh, and Pro RSF with the drift, and he slips right off the track. What happened here exactly? He is under braking, and oh, and there he gets knocked off the curb and into the sand, and then he can't hold on to his Porsche, loses 2 positions and is now back on P7. But look at the tires. They are quite used, I would say. It is a lot of graining on the left side of the car, and he is losing cornering speed. The front runners are still very, very fast and are capable of having a very fast lap time. So we have Mr. Krabs in the pits. Krabster stays on track. He will go another lap. Hudka, so the rest of it stays out. Supreme New York stays out. Mr. Krabs gets out of the pits on P3. As You Wish is going past him. And Mr. Krabs to the medium tires. You want to stay out as long as possible on the soft tires and then change to the medium tires. There's a mandatory tire change in this feature race. And this is what has happened here. As You Wish is on the medium tires. Mr. Krabs is on the medium tires. But Mr. Krabs' tires are brand new. So he must have a lot of grip in comparison to As You Wish and his Porsche, and this is what we see here. Mr. Krabs is going on the inside and he can be braking a little bit later and accelerating a little bit earlier. So this is exactly the benefit of the new set of tires, and As You Wish goes back to P4. But I think As You Wish wasn't in the pits, so he has a new set of soft tires waiting for him in the pits to be put on his Porsche. Krabster in the pits, he goes right to the medium tires. Supreme New York stays out, and these tires are, I think they are dead. There is not much left on the tires of Supreme New York, but he still manages to stay out and have some quite fast lap times. Bjorazen on medium tires, MP on medium tires. Gummy, he switches to the soft tires, and this is where it can get dangerous for MP, because Gummy now is capable of more speed in the corners and even later braking points. Braking spots are closer to the apex. But is he fast enough to use him? He's going on the inside now, the attack of Gummy, and he is braking late. And go past him. He is on P5 Midnight Crew. MP is back to P6. So this is what we have. Krabster on P1. Mr. Krabs on P2. It's crap time here. Supreme New York on third place, and is he going to the pits? Yes, he is. Supreme New York to the pits. Now he has to change to the medium tires. Bjorazen gets back on his third position. Gummy P4, MP on 5, and he is in the slipstream. He can manage to attack. Nah, that's not enough. It's not enough for MP to get back on P4. He is trying to hold on to Gummy and his soft tires. But he will see, he will notice that Gummy is now on softs because he can go very much faster than MP. Pro SF on medium, GPS Sports on medium. Intense fight for 6th position. Hudka on P8 is on its way. Maybe he can close the gap a little bit, and now we have a very good exit from GPS Sport. He's going side by side with Pro RSF, is on the outside. Pro RSF can have the advantage of the inside line, and this is exactly what he does. He is on the inside line and can hold on to his 6th position. GPL Sport stays on 7 and Hudka is closing in. Oh, this is the chicane. ProRSF. Oh, he can manage to avoid a damage on his Porsche, but he loses the spot. He is right behind GPL Sport. But ProRSF will be answering it. He's on the outside line for the first chicane. GPL Sport can be better under braking. Wow, what's going on? ProRSF on the outside manages to stick to his position, sticks to his line and gets onto P6. And this is where Hudka is coming into the fight. He is closing the gap and he is now right on the bumper of GPL Sport. We have a yellow flag. Who is Klusman? Klusman with the damage front left. What happened? Oh, this is the exact same spot that happened to his teammate, to ProRSF. Gut is kicked off by the curbs and loses the control and hits the wall. Light damage on the front left. Maybe he stays out and tries to get to the end of the race without any further pit stops. And this is Gummy time. He is on the soft tires. He's the only one in the front who is running on soft tires already, and this is what Bjorazen can do very, very good. He is on the inside and can hold on to his 4th position, to his 3rd position. Very nice defense from the Swedish, who can put Gummy back into his place on P4. The ref limiter, Gummy is pushing to the limit and over it. What is Gummy capable of doing now? He is on soft tires. Bjorazen, Mr. Krebs and Krebster are on the medium tires. 6 minutes left in the feature race. Is he able to move up in the grid 1 or maybe even 2 spots? Way better exit than Bjorazen out of the chicane. Oh, this is very, very late braking, and he, wow, what was that? He is so late on the brakes and he can manage to go around Bjorazen on the inside. I think that was a very, very big surprise for Bjorazen. He didn't see him coming. Very, very nice move. Great car control. So Gummy on P3, Bjorazen, and we have a yellow flag. Who is it? Tactic Alpha. The same spot as Klusman and ProRSF, and he is desperately trying to get back on track and is spinning around. Not his best day. Tactical Alpha with a little bit of struggle in today's feature race. And Krebster, this is the perfect race for him. Except for the start, that was, compared to the start of Hudka, a little bit poor. but Krebster did a very good race after it. Mr. Krabs on P2 and we have 4 minutes to go. Gummy opens up the gap to Bjurazen. Bjurazen is not capable of going the same speed as Gummy does. MP on P5, as you wish, on 6th place. Right behind him is ProRSF and he is in the slipstream. As you wish, holding on to the outside line that moves to the inside line in the first chicane. Though ProRSF on the outside, he did it once this. Oh, and there's a little bit of touch. Little touch in the back of the Ash You Wish car. But no further incident or damage. Lucky situation for Ash You Wish and ProRSF. It could have been worse. But a nice fight. In the end of the feature race, Hudka is capable of closing in as well and maybe participate into this duel here. Whoa, and this is Tactical Alpha, very, very slow after the chicane. Might have been another accident. Slipstream. We are in the last 2 laps. Slipstream battle again and again. As You Wish and ProRSF. Now ProRSF goes onto the inside, but he's very early on the brakes, and so As You Wish can stick to his position. Doesn't let him pass. ProRSF is trying to manage it, but we know that As You Wish is on soft tires. Is capable of more and higher turning speed, and this is where ProRSF is getting a little bit desperate, I think. Hudka is on medium tires as well, so he's not able to close this gap immediately, and I don't think it will happen till the finish line. And now Gummy is losing traction. The tires are graining. Bjurazen with the medium tires may be capable of doing a little bit higher pace. But we'll see. We go into the last lap. Last lap of the feature race, and Krebster is going to win this. He just needs to bring it home now. No need to rush. He's almost 6 seconds ahead of Mr. Krabs, and he can go relaxed into the last lap. Final lap, and there is... who is it? It is Klusman, who finishes on P12, the feature race, 12th position. And Tactic Alpha, well, this was not his race. He got a lot of damage and is on P14. Bad as well, with another damage, will end up on P13. And maybe ProRSF and As You Wish the chicane, and Crabster is going on the main straight. Crabster wins the feature race. Mr. Krabs on P2, Gummy on P3 and Purasen on P4. That was very fast of these four guys running in front. MP finishes on 5th place. And As You Wish, is he able to hold on to P6? Yes, he is. As You Wish on 6, ProRSF on 7, Hudka on P8, GPS Sport on P9, Supreme New York P10. Nick on 11th place. And this was the first race of the evening. It's the feature race and Crabster wins it. That was a very fast race from him. And that was an intense race to spectate for me, and I hope for you as well. Oh. That is very exhausting. This much action on the track, and not my native language, so I need a few minutes to rest, because the drivers will rest a few minutes as well. Alright, we are right back to the sprint race. In the meantime, you will have the opportunity to take a look on the main trailer of the WSR Porsche SuperCup. Enjoy! Back in Croatia on the legendary Dragon Trail coast. We are in the middle of this race day of the WSR Porsche SuperCup. We are between the feature and the sprint race. There's a little quick break. We have a good 4.5 minutes left to calm down a little bit and to relax a little bit, because this was an absolute intense race, and this is an intense race every freaking race day. We have seen a lot of wreckage, we have seen a lot of close fights, battles and legendary takeovers, overtakings this way round. What will we see in the sprint race? The sprint race is very, very short. It's 15 minutes and it's with a reverse grid, so we will have the slower ones in front and the fast ones in the back. So this will get things a little bit spiced up. And this is what the championship looks like before this race day today. Mr. Krabs is leading the championship Pro SF on second place, and Crabster with his win in the feature race today will be able to climb up the ladder a little bit. He is on P10 at the moment with 14 points. So this will a big improvement for him. Let's hope for another very, very good and intense race to end this Porsche SuperCup race day today. The results of the feature race Tactic Alpha will start on pole position. Let's hope he can take the pressure and can make up a good point for himself. No mandatory pit stop in the sprint race, so this will be pure racing, no tactics. Only pushing as hard as your car can go. And this makes the chicane even more dangerous, because when you are pushing as hard as you can, the chicane can be more dangerous than ever. Mike is testing his launch control. If it works on the medium tires. Free to choose which tires you are going on in the race. It is your free choice. No, it is not. I remember it is all medium. Everybody on the medium tires for this sprint race. A lot of cars still in the pits, maybe hydrating. Or just resting a little bit in their sim rigs. Because it was intense and it will be intense again. So if you participate in this championship, you have to get used to pressure and to close battling. There is the winner of the feature race, Crapstar, with a very nice first race of the evening. Had some very lucky scenes. Let's see what he is capable of doing in the sprint race, which will take place. And now we are on to the race start, and this is what it looks like. We have Supreme New York on P1, GPS Sports on P2, Hudka on 3. And Hudka had a very, very good start in the first race. Let's see what he can do now. Oh, and there is very, very early off the brakes, and this is with a penalty. Hudka with a very, very poor start this time. Supreme New York is in front. Can he hold on to it? There's a lot of pushing in the back, and Hudka is going sideways in the first chicane, and he is losing a lot of positions. He's going back to 11. Supreme New York, GPS Sport in 1 and 2, and after them there's As You Wish, MP and Pro RSF. Tight racing in the first few slots, and we have a lot of fighting going on in the back here. And now GPS Sport is taking a look on the inside. He is now on the... Oh, wow, that was fast. He is on P1 even before the braking zone. MP is getting his way around As You Wish and is on P3 now, and As You Wish is under pressure. Chicane, it works out. It works out for everybody, no crashes. And Supreme New York back on P1. GPS Sport is with a damage. He is another victim of the death chicane. He is back to P6. And is now battling his way up front again. Supreme New York still on P1. This is a very good first lap of him. MP on P2, As You Wish on 3, Pro RSF on P4, and there somebody goes wide. Klusman is going wide. No, he wasn't. He has lost a lot of time in the first lap already. Wow, that sounds absolutely astonishing when the Porsche SuperCup field is going past the cameras. And Supreme New York, another attack. More pressure going on in the back of Supreme New York, and he has to battle and he has to fight for position with MP. He is right behind him, and after them we have Crapstar and Pure Rasen side by side going through the chicane. Ooh, that was close. That was very, very fast, but that was close. MP, he is trying to get a grip on Supreme New York, but he cannot get past him. He's every corner on the move, but he's not able to use the slipstream. He is now going on to the inside, but this will be the outside for the first chicane. MP is past him, but he can... Yes, he can manage to stay on P1 in the braking zone. And Pro RSF, he is going past Supreme New York. He uses this little window that was open from Supreme New York and goes on to P2. Oh, and that was intense. There was Gummy and another one with a massive incident in the background. Gummy and Ashy Wish, these two with a massive accident. What happened here? Oh, Gummy gets on the curb and flies through the air and hits Ashy Wish. Nothing he can do about it, he just gets pushed off and hits the barrier. Oh, and there was another squeaking set of tires, and that was Klusman again. What happened to him? He was on his way to close the gap to Gummy, and he is under braking and hits Gummy. Late braking for Klusman. Hits Gummy on the rear right. And what happened to Gummy? He is with a front damage, so this might be in the chicane. So ProSF on P1, he managed to get past MP Purazen on P3, and Supreme New York under pressure from Krebster. Ooh, and this was the overtaking. Supreme New York onto the grass. And Krebster can easily go past him and is on P4. So now the front is opening up their gaps between, so let's take a look in the midfield. Hoodka is on P6, GPL Sport on 7, Nick on 8th place, Klusman P9, Mr. Krabs on P10. He was in the pits, there must have been damage. Tactic Alpha on P11, Ashy Wish straight from the pits on 12, Bad on 13 in the pits as well, and Gummy in his outlap on P14. One driver is missing. Oh, and there's another incident here. It's Klusman again. Klusman again, and GPL Sport with a disconnect. And Klusman, yeah, he might be tired of the 24-hour race. Lost his Porsche again. And this doesn't look good. He might lost his focus and is... There's no more concentration left. It looks different in the front. We have 3 battling for the win. ProSF, MP and Purazen are able to win this, and even Krebster on P4 is still capable of winning this race, but we will take a look out of the cockpit from Purazen. Let's take a look on the fight in front of him. MP and ProSF on 1 and 2, battling all the way in this sprint race, and this is the chicane. This is where most bad things happen on this track, and another bad thing happened to Purazen. He lost it, and he managed to break his axle front left. And Krebster on P3. Purazen stays out. He doesn't want to lose time in the pits. Löwenarmy, ja, dankeschön. So, MP on the inside. He is not able to make a move here. He is sliding his way into the first chicane and no way to attack ProSF. WSR is fast today. He is fast. And he is special because he didn't sleep at all this weekend. Maybe a few hours today. On the inside, tries to defend his lead, and this works out. But Crafter is now on the tail of these two. Bjorazen cannot hold on to the pace with his broken axle. Oh, a little tip on the wall from Crafter, and MP is past WSR. MP with a very, very good exit out of the chicane and make it past WSR. Let's take a look at it. WSR, oh, there was a little hit as well. No damage, but MP can go around, and this is another turnover. What are the German guys doing? WSR and Midnight Crew having a very, very intense dogfight for the lead. Crafter and Bjorazen are still waiting for their chance. Maybe they will hit each other and they can slip through it and onto the lead and to the win. We have 4 minutes 20 left to go. Let's take a quick look into the midfield. Supreme New York on P5, Woodcar 6, Nick on 7, Mr. Krabs on 8th position, Tactic Alpha P9, As You Wish on 10, with Bat on his back, pushing very, very hard. Gummy on P12, Klusman on 13, but we go right back to this stunning fight here in the front. 4 cars who are capable of going a very, very high speed, and MP and WSR back at it again, and this time it's still WSR, but Crafter is going on to the inside, and maybe, no, he's not. The exit from MP and WSR was a very, very good one. Crafter cannot hold on to the line. Look at this. This is door by door intense fighting. WSR with a later breaking point and is holding on to the lead. But Crafter, he's waiting. He is waiting for his chance. He is trying to hold on. What is going on? This is intense, and this is now one of the last chances for WSR or MP to hold on to it, and Crafter maybe the lucky one, and maybe the one who can slip through it and go for the lead and the win. Crafter is desperately trying to get onto the inside, and now he is past MP and is on his way, and Bjorazen is trying to slip through it as well. Oh, and this is making the hair on my neck stand up. It's very close, intense battling. WSR is losing his position against Crafter, or is he not? He is door by door, and it's going on to the main straight. And now it's about the breaking point. 3 wide going into the first chicane. MP is on the inside, Crafter in the middle, but it's WSR to stay in the lead. This is so close, and this is what we want to see. Absolutely entertaining race, and this is the best marketing for this series, the WSR Porsche SuperCup. Another attack, another one from MP. And Pro RSF is on the inside and Crabstar maybe trying to cross the line, but there's no way through. Crabstar has to stay on 3. And Pure Rasen, this is absolutely outstanding. He is on track with a major damage on the front axle, and he's still able to pick up the pace and stay right in the back of the three leading cars. And this is exactly into the finish. Pro RSF in front of MP, Crabstar and Pure Rasen. Supreme New York on P5, Hudka on 6. Nick manages to stay on P7, Mr. Krabs on 8th position. Wow, that was a very intense fight. This is breathtaking. Tactic F on P9, As You Wish P10 can stay in front of Bad on P11. Now we have Gummy and Klusman. P12 and P13. GPS Sport, yeah, I saw that disconnect. Too bad, very, very unlucky. You had a good start and a good race until you had the disconnect. Can Gummy stay in front of Klusman? Klusman is closing in a little bit. But it should work out for Gummy. He is now on the main straight. And is good for P12. Gummy on 12. Klusman on P13. Pure Rasen with the fastest lap, by the way. Congratulations to Pro RSF from the GP Simply Rent Racing team. That was a very intense race, and Pro RSF was the one to hold on to it and is on P1 on the finish line. MP on 2, Crabstar on 3 and Pure Rasen on 4. Everybody of the 4 front runners could have been in the top spot, but Pro RSF got it. Wow, that was intense. And that was too much for my brain this weekend. There were a lot of streaming this weekend, but this one was the closest and most intense race I had this weekend. Thank you very, very much. Thank you everybody for joining the stream, for driving in the stream and setting up the league and invited me to stream this. I'm very, very happy. This was absolutely nice. Have a good night. Have a good start into the week and stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you again the next time.